Hey guys, David here, BreezeFlippers. It's the end of the week, and I thought I'd do a quick end of the week update. Sherry's not with me today. She's got a lot of things going on. We've had a crazy busy weekend. Yesterday, spent all day listing. So I was in my office all day in front of the booth and the photo booth and just doing listings all day. Got about about 70 or 80 listings done. I was not using List Easier. Well, let me take that back. I did use List Easier for 20 listings, but the process of getting them from the phone to the computer was a bigger pain than I liked. And it's been a while since I used List Easier, so I made a couple errors. I had to fix a batch. So anyway, it didn't go any faster, but I did use for about 20 of them. As soon as I get this new camera, I did order a new camera. I saw Dave IRL using them. Dave, ADH Dave, some of you guys know him. If you know him, if you don't, if you watch him, it's great. He's got it. I like his stuff, but I like his technology, use of technology. He's really good at it. And I saw a camera that he's using with an overhead arm. It's like a scanner. And it seemed like that would be a great idea for comic books, games, anything flat for media. So I did a little more research and I found the one I think he was using, but I also found the one that was kind of recommended, and I picked one up. So I think it'll be really handy because I can do games and stuff a lot faster just by, putting them down on the ground, flipping them over, doing that. The way I have my light system set up right now, I kind of have to stand them up or stand over them. So I think this will be a lot easier. So we're going to give it a try. And that way I can scan them directly into my laptop and use List Easier, and we're going to give it a try. So we'll let you know. I'll do that little test. I am marking everything that I do List Easier with. I'm putting an LE in the SKU. So that way I know that's where it came from. So we're going to see if it sells. I'm also doing listings just the regular way, and we'll see if those sell. So we're gonna do a little comparison here, guys. A little science experiment, okay? But I'm going to take a look at that. Last week, I don't know if anybody knew this, but Thursday there was an issue with eBay shipping labels. Did anybody else have that problem? I tried to do some shipping labels on Thursday, and I was going to mention it on Friday. It just totally slipped my mind. But I printed out a label, and it didn't look like it took because it's still showing that I had to ship it. And I was like, okay, this is something weird. So I did it again, and it charged me again. So it charged me twice. And this time it made a label, but the label was giving an error. It wasn't going to UPS, so that it wasn't an actual label. So I refunded that to myself and said, hit a refund. And I did it one more time, and I got a third charge. And finally it took. I was like, okay, that was kind of weird, but I had an extra charge in there somewhere. So I did contact eBay, and it took a while for them to get back. So obviously it was a big enough problem that a lot of people were calling, because normally I get a call back within 5 minutes. This one took 45 minutes. And they said, yes, there was a problem. And then I got an email the next day that said, hey, we discovered a problem with USPS labels, and you're being refunded. So I'm like, okay, we're taken care of. So we're good. But I don't know if anybody else ran into that last week. It can happen, things happen all the time. So this did happen. But sales for this weekend, guys, have been, I guess I would say steady. We've had 9 sales this weekend, right? 16 for the week. We're done about $365 in sales. It's not a lot. It's not terrible. I'm not going to complain, because other people I've heard have like 0 sales, and I feel bad. So we're making sales. It's like consistently a few sales every day. But I'm going to tell you, it is the most eclectic. When I say we're an everything seller, we really are an everything seller. And I think today it kind of proves it. So, because we have everything, it seems like. So I'm going to run through what's sold, and then we'll talk a little bit about numbers, and then we'll kind of close it out for this week. I still have some listings to get done tonight. I got to get this video out. We got some book work we got to finish up, Sherry and I, and it's just going to be busy. But I got to spend the afternoon with my grandson, and that made me happy, guys. He brings so much joy to my heart. We don't get to see him that much because he's 8 hours away, but when we do get to spend time with him, we take that opportunity, and he just cracks me up. He's a Minecraft player, and he's so excited now that Grandpa is a Minecraft player. So he started playing Minecraft early this year, and I said, I'm going to learn Minecraft. So I learn Minecraft, and I have fun. So we talk about Minecraft. He tells me all the things to do, and he's 4 years old, guys. How does a 4-year-old know how to play Minecraft better than me, which is funny. But anyway, hey, it's fun, and I'm enjoying it. And that has become my guilty pleasure for relaxing is playing a little Minecraft. Now I just got to figure out how we can connect. I have a realm set up, so I actually have a whole bunch of Microsoft points. So I set up a realm that I can actually do, or a server, I suppose you call it. So I just got to figure out how to get him on there, because he uses a Switch and I use a computer, but I think I can go to the Switch system and use it. So I have to look it up. If you're a Minecraft player and you know how to do that, tell this grandpa how to do it so I can play with them on there. So anyway, we'll talk about what's sold, and we'll talk about some numbers and a few things. So anyway, eclectic, like I said, crazy stuff. I think I already talked about the other things that shipped out on the 29th. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. No, we already talked about the John Deere hat and all that. Okay, did sell some games. Yeah, ooh, I got games, guys. I got a lot of games. And you know what? I would probably buy more games. Games sell well for me. Some people, I don't know, you know, I had mentioned it on TikTok that I got it, and I got comments on there that said it was a horrible buy, and I'm like, they work well for me because I have other avenues to sell it. I can also put these in my booth. If I want to sell games, I could probably put them in my booth. And right now, I was talking to them today because we went on our booth and did some checking on it and did some stuff on it. They said the #1 category right now that they're selling are games. And that's the #1 category that all the booths are selling is games. So games sell. I can sell them there, I can sell them on eBay, or I can sell them on Dibdit in auctions. So we're going to be doing it all three, I think is what's going to happen. But we sold some games. These are old. I think these are from Flea Across Florida. So guess what? This was listed with List Easier, and they did sell. So it's 2 games, PS3. It's Black Ops. Let's see. Yep, Call of Duty Black Ops and SOCOM 4 PS3 games. They are complete, and like I said, guys, they don't sell for a lot. But I'm into these for Flea Across Florida for way less than, I think about $1.25 each is probably where I'm at. It's less than $2. I know that. So I just put 2 on them to, well, actually I'm less than $1 on these because I have $2 for both. So I'm at $1 each on these. So anyway, $12.74. I get $5.99 shipping. So that's going to go out. And I have a bunch of games to go. So I did sell this. This is a Star Wars Mandalorian Baby Bounties Series 3 Grogu Tentacle Soup. Oh, it's got the tentacle soup. You know what? I already talked about these on Friday. I just didn't ship them. But I'm going to show you now because I popped them up before. Anyway, so this little Grogu guy, I actually got $5 for him. He get $5.99 shipping. Sorry, I just realized that maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. Can't remember what I've done. I've done enough videos. Maybe I'm forgetting. But I'm trying to do more videos, but trying to make them, you know, a little more interesting. Now, this is the first thing I do know is new. Yeah, Hot Wheels. So I do have a bunch of these guys. And I bought some more this weekend. This is actually a Team Hot Wheels high-speed wheels from 2011. New in package. It's a motorcycle. It's cool. So kind of a cool Hot Wheels. I like the unique ones. I don't so much sell the standard Hot Wheels, but I do like these that are unique. It's $8.49. It'll get $5.99 shipping. These are finally selling. They've been sitting there for a while. So when I bought the big buyout for all the Pokemon plush, I got a whole bunch of these too, and these are Mighty Max slays the Doom Dragon of Doom Zone. So they're Mighty Max characters. They're like a boy's mini Polly Pockets, right? That's what I think they were. So girls had the Polly Pocket and the boys had the Mighty Max. And I remember these. I seem to remember these. I do remember them from 90s. You know, they were just coming out when I was just getting back into the States. So I do remember seeing them, or I remember seeing commercials for them at least. But ended up getting $17 for this. We'll get $5.99 shipping. These none of them were complete. They were partially complete. All of them had Max, but some of them didn't have the other figures. But they're collectible, right? So people will pick them up and they'll find the figures for them. So that's what's kind of cool. Again, everything, toys, toys, you know, games, remotes. Yeah, it's a remote. This is a DirecTV remote. And I know it works because I used it. It was mine. I used to have DirecTV and they started charging too much money. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just go to YouTube TV. And now YouTube TV is charging too much money, so I think I'm going to get rid of it too. Anyway, we don't need TV, I think, to be honest with you. I don't know what else. The only channel my wife watches is Hallmark and the news. And we can get the news on the antenna. So I think we're going to cut that out at some point. But anyway, yeah, it is just a DirecTV RC73 Genie Universal Remote. Now, it was on sale for $7.99 and they sent me an offer for $7. And I was like, and it's literally free shipping. I don't know. I'm probably paying them to take it. I didn't know it was free shipping, and I got to go in and fix that because I really didn't know it was free shipping. However, I went ahead and accepted the offer because, you know, I want to get rid of them. So I got rid of that. But anyway, $7, free shipping. Yeah, I didn't make much. All right. This is another Mighty Max, guys. Take a look at that. You can't really see it in there. I might have to pop up some pictures. I'll do that, guys. I'll pop up some pictures on these too, especially the ones in the bag. I put these in the bag. That's how I keep them separated, and then I put a number on them. I've talked about my SKU system before, but this is how I know exactly which one it is. But this one is the Mighty Max pulverizes the sea squirm horror head. Bluebird. This is from Bluebird and Max. Anyway, sea serpent. This one is nearly complete. It has the 3 characters. It has the Mighty Max, it has the serpent, and it has the giant crab. So it comes together and makes this thing. So the guy sent me a message really early Saturday morning and said, can I see the Max figure better? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So they're like I said, like Polly Pockets. They kind of have a little place they sit inside, and the little characters kind of pop out, and you can do stuff with it. And you can play with them, right? So this is a mini. This is a small. And so I said, yeah, sure. So anyway, I said I will get to it when I get to the inventory. I'll try to get it today. And he said, well, he sends me back a message that says, I will buy it within 5 minutes of showing the picture. I'm like, okay. So I went out and grabbed it and took a picture, and sure enough, he didn't buy it within 5 minutes. He bought it within 10 minutes, but he's true to his word. So he did do it. And anyway, ended up getting $21.37 for that. It will get $5.99 shipping. That's the nearest complete one that I have. Now I have several of them left, but like I said, they're cool. I think that over time, you know, they will sell. It takes the right collector, right? People have to kind of know what a Mighty Max is. So I thought that was kind of fun. All right, we are running out of these. Thank heavens. I am so happy to be running out of these. This is the rubber stamped lot from Stampin' Up. I think it's Stampin' Up. Probably sure it's Stamping Up. It's some sort of stamp supplies. Anyway, it is a rubber stamp lot, 12 wood mounted sayings, greetings. Anyway, it's just a craft. It's part of a big buy that I made 3 years ago, I think. 2 years ago. It was 2024. So anyway, it was January 2024. I remember the place I bought it from. It was a big estate sale that I went to that was actually inside of a warehouse store, and they had everything there, but it had a big box of it, and he had all kinds of prices in there. And I just went up and said, hey, if I bought the whole box, what would you do? And he's like, they went back and forth, and he's like, $50. I'm like, okay, well, we've made 2 or 3 or maybe more $100 off of that box. And I wished I'd kept better track of some of those, because some of those, if I'd have kept different SKUs, I've changed my SKUs since then, so I know where I buy stuff, but I know our cost was pretty low. So I had less than $2 in it, and that's what I put on there. But we ended up getting $6 for it. Not a lot, but I will get $6.99 shipping. So I'm just happy to see them go, because they don't excite me. So it's not something I really want to sell, right? Oh, guess what, guys? It's that time of the year. It's coming up. Boink, the Masters. That's right. Sold another one of these. Masters Tournament Cup Cooler. This is the yellow one. So this is the actual Augusta one. It doesn't have a date on it, but it is from the 2025 Masters. Now, they don't put dates on them. Some of them, they have stuff that has dates on them, so they're dated. But this one looks more like, well, that's their colors and everything, but this one looks more like it could be any date. So anyway, so this one's a cool cup koozie, but ended up getting $24.99. These get free shipping, but I'm into these for a very little amount of money, guys. And I'm pretty sure, I got to talk to my son-in-law, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to the Masters again this year. So it kind of sounds like they may not, maybe I can go. So I got to talk to him and say, hey, can I go again? And that's the plan. So I'm hoping. So at least I'm thinking we're probably going to go. So kind of looking forward to it. At least I like to just go for even a day. I have a blast just to go for one day. And you know, it's fun. So, and you pick up some great merchandise, and I will do that same thing again. So definitely we'll have some fun with it. All right. Last but not least, this is everything. This has been in my inventory since April of 24. It's actually cool. I don't know why it hadn't sold before. It is a glass paperweight, but I love the little bubble. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's kind of cool. You see a little bubble? It looks like a little, actually reminds me kind of a, like a golf tee, but anyway, or a little tornado. It's cool how they did it, however it is. It's been in my inventory forever. And I'm kind of shocked that it sold. I actually had forgotten all about it. Matter of fact, we couldn't find it. Excuse me, I need to get a drink of water. I couldn't find it, and we had to go back into our inventory sheets and look it up. And then I remembered we moved it to the glass bin because that's where it should have been the whole time. So, but yeah, I ended up getting this and selling it for $11.99. It will get $6.99 shipping. It is heavy, but I think it'll ship okay. But stuff like that will sell. I think if you find something that's unique, I just find it, I don't know. It's like anything, guys. I mean, the right buyer who's looking for the right thing, it's going to come along. They're going to buy it, right? So yeah, so that's what's going out. That's all the items. Now, I sent out, again, this morning, woke up, there were 20 offers to send out this morning, a ton of them. So I'm sending out a ton of offers. I think a lot of people are looking at stuff, but no one's pulling the trigger on it. So I do think that's just kind of the way the economy is going right now. And talking with my wife, you know, her gift store sales have been a little bit slower this month. Watch a lot of stuff on Facebook. If you guys aren't following us on Facebook, go look for some BreezeFlippers out there. Let me know who you are and I'll follow you too. But we, you know, we've been trying to build some stuff out there, but I'm seeing a lot of people post that it was slow. And I'm seeing other people say it was great. So listen, wherever you're at in your business, it could be good or it could be bad. I mean, it's just that it's hard to say. It could be great for one person one month and horrible for a person, a different person, you know, the next month. And it really depends on what you're selling, how much you're selling it for, the area you're in, just a lot of different factors, guys. I mean, that's why I think, you know, comparing yourself to other people, it just doesn't make sense. You compare yourself to yourself, compare yourself to where you're at, compare yourself to, you know, what you know you need to do, and are you doing what you need to do in your business and to make it grow. And that's kind of the way I look at it is I look at myself. I'm my hardest critic, I guess, my biggest critic. I will be the one that tells myself I haven't done enough, I don't need to do. You know, I'm learning this year though. I'm trying to take mental breaks because I am way stressed out as it is work. I just lost some help yesterday. The person that I kind of rely on to do some of the easier stuff, he just said yesterday that he's leaving immediately. And so now I'm doing all the work. So next week is going to be terrible again. So I will shoot videos when I can shoot them, and that's the best that I can do. But let's take a quick look at the numbers, guys, because we finished out the month. So I want to see where we're at. So we finished out the month 17.6% over last year. So what does that mean? It means we finished 17.6% over last year. So we're up on January, which is a good sign, right? Start the year out high. I love it. That's great. Even though it felt really slow to me this year, it felt slow. And, you know, that can be expected, guys. I mean, it's January, but we did better than we did last year. So we're doing something different. And that's what I think, you know, is important to kind of look at what we're doing. I think it's just, honestly, it's more consistency. I do know that last year it felt like I kind of slumped off after Christmas. This year, I didn't. I kept things going. We kept doing listings, and that's what we're doing. We're continually listing every single day. I have scheduled listings that go up every day. And it may not be always $200 to $300 every day, but it is very close. And if I'm low, I just still spread something out. I make sure that I'm in the store every single day. The algorithm will favor you if you're doing something. You got to be doing something. You can't just let it set for a week and not do anything. And as soon as you start doing something, if you do that, it will start to pay off again. So, but yeah, we were 17.6% up over last year, 17.6% higher. That's a weird thing. On our price per sale, average sale price. So, which is weird. Those numbers are exactly the same, but our average sale price is around $30.92, which is 17% higher than where we were last year. And exact number of items sold as compared to last year at the same time. So that's kind of weird too, right? We were only down 4.3% on the total buyers for this year, or for January overall. So yeah, and our top category starting out in January is cameras and photos. So, and that was from 3 camera sales. So that will drive numbers up, and that could be a big part of what happened. But collectibles was the next thing for comics. So we did okay, you know, on comics as well. But when I start looking at what we did as far as promoted sales, so this is where I think it's interesting. Right now, we did promoted sales, 29.7% of my sales were promoted, and on organic sales, 70.3%. So That's a big switch. It was 50-50 all the way through the end of last year. Now, it may end up being 50-50 again, but I'm not really seeing any big swings. So we're going to keep doing the way we're doing it. Half my stuff is promoted and half of it isn't. I'm not promoting anything till after it's been up for 30 days. Like, I just posted a camera that's an Instamatic, kind of an I forget what they call them, the Fujimax Insta camera. I got it on sale for it's like $95, and it has 3 rolls of film. That's competitively priced. I mean, they're selling for around $60 to $70 used without anything, but this one has the box, it has the instructions, and it has 3 rolls of film, and it's tested because I took pictures of the dogs and showed that it takes pictures. So, but I've got 3 or 4 or 5 people watching it already, and you know, so that's without promotion. So there's just certain things you don't have to promote. I'm not going to promote it. So we're going to let it run. So 30 days, that's the plan. So everything that I put up right now is going to go up for 30 days. After 30 days, I will take a look at it. If it doesn't do anything in 30 days, well, I don't necessarily promote it after 30 days. If it's not doing anything, I may tweak it, but we will keep doing it until we figure out if it's not going to sell, or if it's just something that needs to be promoted. We're going to do that for sure. But yeah, that's a pretty good deal. So 70.3% are organic sales. So we're going to try and keep that number up and keep that going and see what we can do. That's what we got going on this week, guys. Just, you know, going to go get this stuff done tonight, get everything shipped out, and start another day tomorrow. So who knows what's going to happen this week. I don't know of anything exciting going on in the world of eBay. I haven't seen any news yet. I can tell you right now that I really am looking at shipping costs. Shipping costs are just getting up there. I'm going to have to make some decisions in the next week about upping some shipping prices. And I almost hate to. So it's either up shipping prices or up item prices. But, you know, I kind of feel like, and I've tried the free shipping thing. We've done better without free shipping. Our items that have free shipping have sold less than our items with shipping. We've gone back and changed it and went from free shipping to shipping, and those items have sold. So I don't know, guys, you know, yeah, I think that buyers are a little bit more savvy than they used to be. I think they're looking at total price now as opposed to that. And I mean, honestly, if people still believe that free shipping is really free, you know, that there's maybe a few of them out there, but you know, you've got to put the price in there somewhere. And I just feel like there's more negotiating power when you have, I think it's just a mental thing. If you're selling something for $15 with shipping, $5.99 shipping, they'll look at it and go, okay, this is what I'm getting it for. Then you give them a 10% off, and they're getting, you know, 10% off the 15. They look at that as a better deal, I think. I just feel like that's the way it's been working. It's been working that way for me, at least. That's what I feel like. So I don't know. We're going to keep playing with it, but you know, I still have some items that are free shipping. I just haven't changed them out yet. I probably will get back out there and do some of that at some point. But for right now, I'm just leaving them where they're at. When it comes up on their time, when it's like over the 90 days and they've been up there for a while, I'll take them down. I'll put them back up. I'll adjust the price and do a different shipping on them. So, and it seems like it's been working. So, so we're going to keep doing that. It's going to work. I know it is. I have confidence. So that's what's going on with us this week. Hopefully I'll get Sherry back here next week because like I said, she's just been slammed today. She is feeling better, which is good. Her stitches come out this week, so that's good. So we'll get her back on the video next week and try to have some conversations about some stuff. I hope your week is great. You guys stay safe. I'm David, BreezeFlippers. We'll see you.